Alright. Alright. Alrighty. Well, I really wanna sit, but I'm protecting my precious. Right. Alright. So, can I lift this? No, this is this. How about this? That's ew. That's a little bit ew. How can I sit? I want to sit, but I'm not sitting. I'm squatting. I'm Asian squatting with this like. So I have two things actually, and they're a bit. They're they're not very far from one another, but they're also a bit different, and it's not very wise to try and blend them together because each deserves some kind of attention, elaborate attention. And the first thing I will not really entirely sure how to or where to start, and I just realized that I haven't done this for a while, and I also haven't uploaded the evidence that I won against my old patterns of fear. Because remember the last video, I told you that I want to paint, but I cannot, like, at that instant make myself do the thing. And at the same day, I ended up starting the painting, and I am working on it. I feel like I will finish it before I go to the Philippines, which is in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. So, as usual, a lot has changed. There is a person approaching, I feel like. No, no. Or a lot has been shaken up, specifically yesterday, because I noticed that I have been distracted with some feelings, and I actually wrote something yesterday. I haven't been doing a lot of writing recently. I used to write every day, but for some reason I don't do it as often. Maybe because I also have these videos and some other things, and also maybe some love and hate relationship with writing itself, if you know what I mean. So even though I like doing it, I also choose not to, like, not actively choose, but I just don't make this enough effort to sit myself down and just write. And that I did every day. I didn't have to convince myself or something. I just wrote, and I realized something that I also want to share with you. This is, I will not remember for sure the exact words to this, but it is about, I'm seeing some insects on where I'm squatting, and they're so close to my butt. Holy, maybe this is why I cannot talk properly, because I'm scared that some little feet will reach my butt. Anyway, uh, I realized through writing what yeah, I use it. There's some kind of magic with writing. Like sometimes I don't real I it makes me realize things that I was not even thinking of previously, like these videos. I think that's the same thing that happens. I realize things that I don't really that hasn't reached my conscious part of my mind when I write or do videos or do some other creative sort of stuff that I'm very interested in. And one of the things I realized while I was writing was most of my stress comes from thinking or pressuring myself to live life like everyone else. Does that also apply to you? Because now that I've put that in a concrete sentence, I also notice that it is the root of a lot of the problems in this society. The the thinking that uh, we should be doing things like how everyone does it, or we have, as a society, I think we have very little uh, we have very little uh, what's the word, we don't deal with differences that well. I'm not sure if it's the lack of evolution that we have, or if it's the fact that we get swayed so easily that, oh, this is what we should believe, and then we meet someone else who are being conditioned the way we are, and it looks different, and now the conflict kind of. And that's another thing, like conflict seems to be more natural than collaboration. Like I'm talking here about the bigger sense. I should not I should not talk about it like the bigger sense, because I'm losing touch of how I really feel. I'm 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 seeing I'm seeing things from like so far away, and I want to make this video as close to the topic as possible. And so I will go back to where I was about my stresses in life that comes from trying to live life like everyone else does. Like for example, I seem I seem to forget the fact that I am different, you are different, someone else over there is different, someone else over there is different, someone else living over there is different. And really, like, I'm stressing myself because people are not reacting to life or experiences like I do. And 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 I feel this certain kind of pressure to react or live life like they do, because that seems to be the more correct way, because there's more of them. And I'm also aware that there are strange ways of life or thinking out there that doesn't really get that I don't really encounter enough, because so far So far, the people that I encounter have careers, and they feel things in a certain way. They watch similar TV series, and they kind of almost understand each other a lot of the times. And it doesn't really take much of an effort for them to make themselves understood and for others to understand them. And I sometimes feel like I should not, that I sometimes feel that I am wrong, that 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 there is wrong with this existence. Like, why is it like this? Why are people, why is it